Hello again. It's me, Dan, Urban Farms Manager, back again with another fun and exciting video. This time about ginger, which is like our herb cuttings. It's something that's easy to get. It's easy to grow. A couple weeks ago, I had a request from an urban farmer at Beach 85th about how to grow ginger and where to grow ginger, and it's really very easy and it's something that is not only applicable to urban farms, but it's actually something that can really be done anywhere, whether it's indoors or outdoors. So it is a tropical plant. Um, it is something that you can grow outside in the spring or summer, um, but you can grow it indoors all year. And the indoor plants can be moved outside. The outdoor plants can be moved inside in the winter. So it's pretty versatile and it's pretty simple. Um, As a plant, it likes warmth, it likes humidity, it likes a certain amount of shelter. Full hot direct sun is not necessarily the best. It's more of a part sun or like dappled sun, but it will probably grow in full sun as well. Um, you can put it in pots. You can put it in your raised beds. You can grow it directly in the ground. If you do leave it outside, if you grow it as like a food crop, just you want to just harvest it at the end of the season or harvest some of it, and you can bring some inside that when you dig it up just to repot it because it is it's an underground crop, so it does need to be like lifted, and it has really unique flowers. They look really cool, and it's a great house plant. And the what we know as ginger, like what we see as ginger in the store, this stuff, um, it's widely available. We call it ginger root, but it is not actually a root. It's actually what's called a rhizome, and a rhizome is actually a kind of stem. So it's a sort of modified stem that some plants have that spreads underground. Um, what you want to do with this stuff when you get it, you want to really look for roots that have these nodes on them, which are these little bits. That's one there. This one has one here that looks like one there. Even this larger one, because that's where the sprouts are going to come from. So similar to like an eye on a potato. The ones that have more of those nodes are going to be a little bit better. Sometimes you'll even find ginger rhizomes in the store that are already sprouting, and those are the best if you can find them. You want to soak them at least for a couple hours, preferably even overnight. Sometimes they're treated with chemicals that stop them from growing, because that's not what supermarkets want. Um, and soaking them will help kind of break that stuff down. And you can either plant the entire root, or you can cut pieces with eyes on them and plant those. So I'm just going to cut this one, since we have an eye here and an eye here, and actually there's one here as well. I'm just going to cut the bottom off of that. This we will use for something else. And this is going to be the one that we're planting. And I see this is a nice eye here on this one. So I'm going to cut that off as well. And any one of you who's planted tomatoes is probably familiar with this process. You want to use a nice, well-draining potting soil. Store-bought mix is fine. If you're planting them outside, you want to dig that soil so it's nice and porous and maybe amend it with some compost. If you're just doing a small amount, this is a 6-inch pot, that's suitable. A 9-inch pot is fine for like a whole root. Outside, you want to place them at 6-inch spacings. Crowding's not a big deal with ginger. It doesn't really mind being crowded. You want to plant these about 2 to 4 inches deep. You can just kind of push them down. And that looks about right. Put the other one in here. You can dig them as well. And you need to make sure that those eyes are facing up, because they need to be, that's the direction the plant wants to grow and needs to get the sun. Cover it up and add some water. For outdoor plants, you want to keep them pretty regularly watered. If it's hot and sunny, probably want to water them every day. For indoor plants, We can water a few times a week. And it is sometimes helpful to mist the plants if they're inside as well with a spray mister because they like humidity. And if you are harvesting the root, if it's not just something you're using for a house plant, you want to harvest it at the end of the season when those leaves are getting brown. And you can just kind of lift it, take the roots that you want to eat, bring the rest inside for the season, for the winter, plant them in the pot like this. And that's really all there is to it. While we're here, I just wanted to show you one more thing from our previous herb cutting video. You can see this mint is starting to root out. So very soon we'll do another video about potting that. But until then, as always, stay safe, and I'll talk to you again soon.